What's up, YouTube? Finally did it. Told myself for the last 5, 6, 7 months that I was gonna make a YouTube channel just for the fact to start creating content and basically track my process. Last few months, a lot is happening. So a lot's happening in my head too, and that's why I felt like very good to start a YouTube channel where I can train myself in being better at putting out content while also having a way of documenting the process, the journey, and then looking back and seeing, okay, that was 1 year ago. I was making these kind of videos. Next year, production value up, value in the videos up, everything is up. So can't wait for that. So subscribe now. No, I'm just kidding. Um, this video I thought just to go a little bit over my current situation, as this is the first video, so I kind of have to start at the very scratch, say what I do, what I think, and everything. So I kind of want to talk about my current situation, and like I said, this is a lot of the reasons I started this is for me myself, so I can just check back. So just want to see where I was at this point, and then we'll see where it's going, where we go. So split up into pieces: personal and business. When we think about personal, there's a few things where I want to grow. Um, First thing is faith. I something I put very high on the list as stuff I want to do every day and spend time with, like as in reading the Bible and thinking about the good things, being a good person. Secondly is fitness. I wish I had started this video journey earlier because then I could have had a massive improvement. Because 2 weeks ago I started going to the gym early in the morning, waking up at 6, and going to the gym before the day starts. Something I've been thinking about maybe 5, 6 years, but I finally said, okay, I'm gonna do it and see how it feels. So I did it for a week. It's like, damn, I should just keep doing this. Why not? But I still want to improve on it. Not necessarily do more gym, but more like getting more reps in, just keeping consistent. Literally, if I keep consistent, that's for me an improvement, which a lot of people kind of undervalue. Like they think I'm just doing it consistent is not improvement, but man, nobody's doing that. So, or not nobody, but it's hard. It's a hard thing to keep consistent. So I see it as improvement. And the first 2 weeks, I was like kind of like I didn't care too much about the exercise. It's more about getting to the gym, actually showing up, and then if I had half an hour, totally fine. If I didn't do like a intense workout or was sweating, totally fine. I was there, just getting reps in, getting the habit in, how it feels, and kind of from there. Now I'm gonna like start like increasing weight, actually going to the gym, as in getting some crazy sessions in. Also, I really struggle with my shoulders, so lifting heavy is not for me anyway. So yeah. Third one is self improvement. It kind of hangs all together with everything, but just being a better human, being a better businessman. Because as you'll see later in the business part, I partner up, but a lot of the stuff I do is myself. So excuse me being a better human is me being a better business person, as I'm just me. But that also ties in with just me as a person, as in I'm a husband. So being a better husband is something that I don't know, not talked about too much, but I try to be better. It's not always easy because you deal with a person who has his own thoughts and his own wants, and you kind of have to be thoughtful of that. So that's interesting. So we'll see where we are in 90 year times in this part. um, Next, like I said, the business part. That's a big reason why I want this, because I just want to put it on video and kind of out of my head onto paper. In a way, like instead of some people kind of write stuff down, I do too, but like I make these videos so I can kind of express my thoughts, which is interesting. So as for business, I started my own business, Digital Dijkstra, which is I can kind of write it down. It's SMMA, for arrows. So these are like my Dutch customer. I'm from the Netherlands. So these are my Dutch customers that I still help. Still actively trying to get new Kairos, but I'm pretty happy at the current setup of what's happening. Like I'm very much focused on service delivery, not so much on sales. So I can kind of I know my customers, I know what to do there, and I can help them with their client, with their or getting patients into the door for them, which I'm very confident about. I've been doing that since I graduated 3 years ago, so that's something I'm very like comfortable in. Then secondly, I started since moving to Norway a second agency with a partner here. Here we kind of help more local. So I would actually say it's a local SMMA, like local businesses. So like there's a restaurant, there's like a machine, just machinery, like maintenance company. There's a web shop, like all kinds of different things. And thirdly, there is efficient scaling, which I've also partnered up with a dude from Indonesia. He's American but lives in Indonesia, and here we do coaching for other coaches, and I definitely help with the ads aspect, which this is a very interesting uh, partnership because we never met, but it's very nice to work with him, and um, there's a lot of potential there because like he's very good at one thing, I'm very good at other thing, and we combine it, and it's kind of deadly. Just for sake of not making the video too long, I kind of go over it quickly and not spend too much information. But these are kind of the business I run, and then the next things I will discuss are more like sides, not side hustles, but like stuff I want to pursue. And since I have the freedom to, not that I'm free and monetarily free or rich or anything, but like I can set time apart for them to put time in it or to make time for it, but rather. So Agape is Christian clothing brand that I'm starting. I'm very fed up. I would say not fed up. Not that's the wrong word, but all the Christian clothing right now is just over the top, like a big I love Jesus, and then like big crosses here, and just like nah, I don't want to wear that. I want something simple. So that's what I'm making. This is something I'm very excited about. Spending a lot of time in my free time as well, just making the web shop, making designs, and the clothing is on the way to me. Like it's gonna be here in a few days, so that's super exciting. Um, and secondly, Etsy. Starting an Etsy store. I've always heard about Etsy and thought it was a good opportunity. I'm definitely gonna do my clothing as well, selling in there. But there's also other opportunities on Etsy, so I'm kind of like discovering a little bit here and there what's the play there. Because ecom, I wrote it down here as well. I don't know what I'm doing, but ecom in general is something I kind of want to transfer to. From you see, everything was kind of SMA running ads into ecom because I feel I know a lot about ecom, like a lot of content I'm consuming, and a lot of ads and lessons I watch is ecom. I know how to build Shopify stores. I can do a lot. I can make up newsletters. I can do so much that I feel I would say general shop web shop owner doesn't even know. But I never run it myself. So like I do all these things for people and I know how to do them, but I never do them myself. So this is something in general I want to like transfer to because me and my partner in this business we starting a coffee brand as well. Um, and now me and my this partner also are just tapping into like kind of looking out for interesting opportunities within ecom because that's just something I'm very passionate about, and I've been kind of close to that niche for 5 6 years, even before I did my own business. But I never, like I said, went in it. I never like said like, let's put aside 500 euros, buy some products, run some ads, and just see. I never did that. So now I'm kind of starting to just. I mean, the clothing brand is a lot more serious than the way I described it. Like I'm actually putting a lot of time and effort into it, into making something good and like quality and the right motivation and the right message behind this. So I feel this can be actually a very interesting thing. But yeah, this I kind of just wrote down as a little goal. Not that I'm close to the 10K a month, but like how everything is going, we're like definitely in the right trajectory. But that's just the first milestone because it's a little cliche. Everyone has that 10K a month milestone, but it's a very special milestone for me too. Like when I started, like that was like just double digits, like having two digits in that number. I mean, it's like instead of one, like 8 or 5 or 6K, it's two 10K, and that to me was just amazing. Um, with my partners, I have a lot of different goals too. Like I'm just gonna write it down for myself because I want to see this. Like 100K is, I would say, for like one of my partners, that's just a very passionate but very realistic goal. Um, but I just know for myself when I hit like a clean 10K profit, like revenue is not that I hit that, but I've gotten pretty close to that in revenue. But I'm talking profit. I want to see that in my bank account. Then I'm actually, I would say, going to celebrate reaching the 10K, reward myself with, I don't know what, but something interesting. Maybe me and my wife go on vacation when we hit that 10K. Um, but then when we talk about, let's say, like goals, setting real goals, the 10K or 100K a month is a little bit more towards like, okay, like making a big time, like a year plan and saying we're gonna take these steps toward that. The 10K, I know the steps and in my head I know what to do, which is literally just keep consistent with these three, and it's gonna happen. Yeah. Also, if you see the video, you kind of hear as well that there's a lot going on. If you're watching this video, I hope you're like a little bit more interested into online entrepreneurship, and I hope you have watched some Alex Ramosi stuff. And he, if not, just consume all his content, read 100 million offers, 100 million leads. You're gonna not regret it. I hate reading. I read Atomic Habits and those two books, and they're insane. Um, in the last 2 years, that's the only thing I read, and the Bible. But yeah, he point is he talks about actually laser focusing into one, and I kind of sometimes hit myself in the head for having so many things going on. But like I said, I kind of want to niche towards ecom, and all these things are making that happen. Like cash flow, like you maybe you've heard it before. Like all people say when they start drop shipping, is not the end, but it's just a cash flow to get into a brand or to kind of create something else. That's what I'm saying. Like all these things are creating cash flow for me. I mean, I can pay up my house, I can buy food, I can have a car. Like that's amazing. I'm pretty proud of myself for getting to this point. Um, Even though I got a lot of help, but still. So yeah, but just the next step is getting some crazy results by just literally keeping consistent. But yeah, eventually it would be smart to focus a little bit more on specific things, and then kind of the goal is to outsource, for example, this one. Whereas in the sales is completely outsourced, people are setting appointments. The not the service delivers outsourced, but like kind of I just look over it, and the big frame of, let's say, an ad campaign is set up, and I kind of go over it. That would be ideal. And then here too, we kind of move a little bit towards ecom, and then outsource hopefully the stuff we do. And then here it's in a way a little bit the same. So yeah, first video. Actually, I really enjoyed just talking. It's not so organized, but like I said, this is a lot for me. If people watch it and find value or have questions and I can answer them, amazing. If not, totally okay. And I'll make a video maybe tomorrow, maybe next week on the same day. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, catch you in the next one.